to Classic Car Rental. Today we're going to be looking at the stunning Jaguar XJS and discovering why it not only makes a fantastic addition to your car collection, but also is a valuable contributor to your car rental fleet. Now, the XJS received a rather lukewarm reception when it was first introduced to the public back in 1975. Don't forget that this was the car that effectively replaced the E-Type in Jaguar's lineup, arguably the most beautiful car in the world. So with that kind of heritage, any car was going to struggle, regardless of how pretty it was. But despite those early misgivings, the XJS stayed in production for a remarkable 21 years, 7 more than the E-Type. Over that period, 115,000 cars were made. That the man responsible for designing the E-Type also designed the XJS, Mr. Malcolm Sayer, and he knew a thing or two about making pretty cars, clearly. This car has the massive 5.3 litre V12 underneath the bonnet. When it was first released to the public, it redefined the word smooth. Even 45 years later, it still remains a remarkable piece of engineering. And when you listen to it, honestly, it's no louder than a quality Swiss watch. It's phenomenal.
But enough talk. It's time to get this grand lady on the road and see what she's like to drive.
The XJS is the epitome of a grand tourer, a continent crusher wafting you from country to country with grace and pace. Just make sure there are plenty of fuel stops on your route, because these things have a thirst like Oliver Reed on a stag weekend. On a run, perhaps 25, around town you should hit double figures, but only just. But if you're going to worry about fuel economy, then you've rather missed the point of this car. Its sole purpose, its raison d'etre, is to make every journey an occasion. And you can't help but feel special in here, surrounded by this burr walnut and the deep sumptuous colony hide leather. It's a very special place to be. And it's so wonderfully quiet. We were doing 50 miles an hour here with the roof down, and it's almost like a whisper. It's fantastic. Whilst this car is capable of travelling in near silence, remember, this is still a Jaguar, and underneath my right foot there is 286 brake horsepower, all begging to get my attention. And it does! Oh, I love this car. It's such a wonderful driving experience. I mean, it's quiet, certainly, but for a car that weighs over 2 tons, it goes around corners in a manner that, quite frankly, defies the laws of physics. It's extraordinary. If you still need convincing about the XJS, then consider this. There are now twice as many Jaguar E-Types on the road as there are XJSs. So if beauty and rarity are both factors in future value, and of course they are, then the XJS is looking like a very safe place to put your money.
An XJS is a wonderful driving experience, smooth, quiet and uniquely old school Jaguar. It puts a huge smile on your face every time you drive it and instantly elevates you to that millionaire status from the moment you turn the key. Your rental clients are sure to return time and time again to savour the delights of this wonderful classic car. Additionally, buying a Jaguar also gets you entry to the fantastic international owners community, which is extremely well supported by a thriving parts industry dedicated to keeping these wonderful cars on the road.
So how much does it cost to get an XJS on your drive? Well, for a coupe you'll be looking anywhere between £10,000 and £15,000 for a nice condition mechanically sound car, and you can add another £10,000 to that for a cabriolet, and that's pretty good value in my book. So let's sum up the XJS. Looking like a really strong investment. Its values have increased over 30% in the last 2 years. Relatively cheap to run, and it gives you that full-on Grand Tourer driving experience. The XJS is the great all-rounder that never really fails to make you feel special. You can't be a shrinking violet in one of these cars, because wherever you go, you're always going to get admiring glances. So how much does a Jaguar XJS rent for? Well, depending on the condition, we think anywhere between £325 and £495 per day. Based on an average from 15% utilisation over the year, that gives us a yield of around about 65 to 85%, and that's pretty special in anybody's book. What's not to love? Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to join us again when we review another timeless classic. In the meantime, you can follow us here on social media and join us next time for all things classic car rental. See you.